Okay, guys, these children have to go back to school tomorrow, so we're going to read them a little story, and they're going to say hi.
Hi.
They are not ready to go back to school. So let's story. Oh, there's our little bearded dragon, Fiona. She's ready to go night-night, honey.
Wow,
Wrap her
she's
up.
sleepy.
Wrap her up so she'll be warm. Yeah, and hold her so you can lay down. So I've read out of this book before, and y'all, I've had some requests to do a little devotional or some little story, some little Bible stories. Excuse me. So I'm going to read to these children every night if I'm able to, maybe Monday through Thursday night. She's sleeping. Ain't that sweet? Ow. Logan, you had a little piece of notebook in your chair. It hurt Mommy's leg.
Sorry.
Throw that away. So are y'all ready to go back to school?
Uh-huh.
No, you're not. Are you coming down, Jace? Okay, he's going to come down here and sit with you, Logan. Is that all right? Now, I bought this from my friend, Mary Ellen.
You can have this pillow.
And she has a little, or she had a little shop. I don't know if she still has it. She sells things. So this is the Usborne Illustrated Children's Bible Stories. And it's got some really nice pictures in it. And it's all based on the stories out of the Bible. Okay, so we're going to do one every night, okay? And then y'all go night-night. So you already had your bath and brushed your teeth. You had your supper.
Wake up.
Y'all ready? All right, we're just going to start with the very first one. This is called The Beginning. Okay, this is called The Beginning. What if that would be too bright? No, it's not. Okay, it says, long ago, before there was any time, God created the heavens and the earth. At first, there was nothing but a vast, dark space of swirling water. God looked at the darkness and made the light. There was now the light of day and the dark of night. This was the very first day. On the second day, God made the sky. He put some water in clouds in the sky, and the rest of the water he made into the seas. In between the sky and seas was the air. Then God collected the seas together so that there was dry land between them. He ordered all kinds of plants and trees to grow on the land to produce seeds and fruit. That was the third day. On the fourth day, God put the brilliant gold sun in the sky to shine during the day, and the silver moon and stars to shine at night. Together, they marked the seasons of the year. Next, God created all the fish and creatures that live in the seas, and all the birds and creatures that fly in the air. He blessed them and told them to have their young and to live all over the earth. On the sixth day, God made all the creatures that live on the land, from the huge wild animals to the smallest insects that creep among the plants. Then God picked up a handful of dust, pressed and shaped it. He breathed on it until it became the first living man. He called the man what?
Adam.
That's right. Because God didn't want Adam to be lonely, he created a woman. He called her
Eve.
Very good. In those 6 days, God created the whole world and every living thing, all the trees and plants, birds, fish, and animals, and the first human beings. He looked at what he had made and saw that it was good. On the seventh day, what did God do? He rested because he blessed this day and said, every seventh day should be a holy day of rest. Okay, we'll do one more. Adam and Eve. God made a beautiful garden for Adam and Eve, named the Garden of Eden. He filled it with every kind of flower and with trees that had fruit which was good to eat. In the middle of the garden was the tree of knowledge of good and evil. He told Adam and Eve to live in the garden and look after it. He said, you may eat fruit from any of the trees except fruit from the tree of knowledge. If you eat that, you will what?
Die.
That's right. Adam and Eve lived very happily in the garden. There were sparkling rivers of water and all kinds of birds and animals that God had made. Adam gave them all names and was friends with everyone. Sometimes on warm summer evenings, God walked in the garden with Adam and Eve and talked to them. One sleepy afternoon, when Eve was alone, a snake slithered up to her. Who was that snake?
Satan.
That's right. Did God say you could eat any of the fruit in the garden? It whispered in her ear. Yes, replied Eve. We may eat everything except the fruit on the tree of knowledge. If we touch or eat that, we will
Die.
That's right.
It's
You
not
won't
Adam and Steve. It's Adam and Eve.
You won't die, whispered the snake. God knows that if you eat the fruit, you will be wise like gods and you'll have knowledge of good and evil. Then the snake slithered away, and Eve thought about what it had said. At last, she walked to the tree of knowledge in the middle of the garden. The fruit looked delicious, and Eve thought she would like to be wise like a god. Quickly, she picked one of the fruits and took a bite of it. When Adam came to find her, Eve was still standing by the tree, and she gave him the rest of the fruit. After he had eaten it, Adam and Eve looked at each other and saw for the first time that they were naked. They rushed away and sewed leaves together to make clothes. When they had dressed in them, they looked at each other again. That evening, God walked in the garden, but he could not see Adam anywhere. Where are you, Adam? He called. I'm here. I'm hiding because I know now that I'm naked, answered Adam. How do you know? Have you eaten fruit from the tree of knowledge that I told you not to touch? Asked God. Eve gave it to me, replied Adam. Eve, why did you disobey me? Asked God. The snake told me we wouldn't die if we ate the fruit, but we will become wise, said Eve. Because you have disobeyed me, you must leave my garden. You will have to work hard to grow food. The ground will be rough and stony. Thorns and thistles will hurt your feet, and when you grow old, you will die, said God. If I allowed you to stay, you could eat the fruit of tree of life, and then you'd live forever. Go now. Then God drove Adam and Eve out of the garden. Dressed in animal skins, they set out, very miserably, to begin their new hard life. God sent an angel with a flaming sword to guard the tree of life, and angels to guard the Garden of Eden, so that no one could ever go into it again. So what does that mean? That means that if they wouldn't have eaten that tree, they would have what? Lived how long?
Forever.
That's right. But since they sinned, they had to die one day. All right, so tomorrow night we'll read Noah and his ark. And now Fiona's awake. See, I wish they just let me go to sleep, Mama. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, we'll read the next one tomorrow night if nothing drastic happens. And these boys are not ready to go back to school, are y'all? They want to stay home and have fun. But such is life. All right, y'all. Tell them good night.
Good night.
All right. We love y'all. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.